Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. Well, super happy you're here today. As always, hopefully today is Monday for you and you all had a fabulous weekend. I hope you're all very well. I want to welcome all of my new subscribers to my channel. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. And all of my returning subscribers who come back and comment all the time and give me likes and thumbs up and, little chats with me. I love, love, love it. And I love all of you. So anyway, today we're just doing some pockets and tags and a little notebook because we are making the decorations for this journal. And then pretty soon we're going to I'll figure out where everything's going to go. And then you can sit with me as I put it all together. So, that's about it for today. I will see what happens. I want to show you the, dangling, clear tags that I made. Envelope window tags. I don't know. What do you call them? Dangling envelope tags. I guess that's what they were. I don't know. Anyway, I finished them. I wanted to share them with you. So I'm going to move the goodies that we need to work on today off my desk. And then I had some questions about what kit this was. This is from Tina Shabby Dabby Doodah. This is her, I think I wrote it down and put it in the kit. What the name of this one was, give me a minute. It is the Little Victorian Beauties from Shabby Dabby Doodah. Tina's the designer. And so, that is the kit I'm using for the majority of this. Now, a lot of the little pieces I'm using to decorate, like these, come from Happiness and Crafting and a Jewel Design. So that's where those things come from. So anyway, we're going to be using this paper in a minute. But what I'll do is I'll leave it here for a second so we can go over the tags. You saw me make this one and complete it in the video. And it's a little window tag. That's what it is, a dangle window tag. And so I had added a big tag on the back, which when I hung it up with the journal, I didn't like it. It overtook the journal. So I took one of the tags off, and then I just made a smaller tag to go with it. You know, had the lace and the little bulb pin. And so it'll hang on the edge here like that. So that's how it's going to hang. Okay. So that was the first one I made. Then I didn't get too far because I was fussing around too much. So I wanted to show you all of the rest of the ones that I did get done. And these are all made using the window envelopes of my junk mail. So you don't have to use junk mail. You can use any window envelope that you want, or I don't know how else you would do it. But anyway, these are the beauties that I made. They have been inked, stamped. They have words, they have numbers, they have some bling on some of them, but not all of them. Some are more basic than others. Let me see what you guys can see if I need to. Oh my goodness, you can see a lot. Greg's got me really zoomed out. So I probably should get him to zoom it in better. So what I could do is I could just hold a couple up, just like that. Okay, and then we have that one. Now, some of these, I just inked the back to give them the coffee stain look, if the envelope wasn't too bad. If it wasn't good, I did cover it with some parchment paper, the copy paper. It's not parchment paper, the cooking kind. It's the copy paper kind. It's the color is parchment. So those are on the back because the back of these were just nasty. One had like words all over it, and then the other one just was a hot mess on the back. So here they all are. They have their ball pins in them, and they are ready to put into journals or on journals and to be used in my projects. All right, so this one's going to go in my little basket for the little vintage ladies that I'm working with right now. So I'm going to set those. Where am I going to set those? Where? Oh gosh, I got to find some place so they don't get damaged or lost or whatever. Okay, so I have these out. What do I have these? Oh, I know. Like, I just had a complete brain fade, you guys. Jeez. Okay, this could be dangerous. This is my second video for today, so could be why. we are going to be working on some pieces that I started the other day. Now, I don't know if you remember, but let's see if I can find it. It's probably in my book. Let me see. When I made this little pocket the other day and I cut off the end of the envelope, I had this piece left. So in my infinite creative wisdom, I'm joking, I decided it would make an adorable pocket. So I've created a pocket by using this little piece of ephemera and a little bit of ephemera and decorating it from the kit. So right now what I'm working on is some things to put into the little pocket. So when I put it on a page, let me find a page. There's lots of pages. I'm just looking for like a white page. I have a bunch of them. Okay, so when I go to put it on the page, you know, I will have some things in it, some tall tags. I want to make some taller tags to put in it so it'll kind of take up the page. Now, all these are going to get stenciled, so, or inked, one or the other, you know, like stamped or stenciled, so that they all have a little bit of something in the background. I'm not going to leave them plain white because there's plenty of writing pages. You don't need that. So anyway, this is what I'm doing today. I thought I would come along and work a little bit on some pieces that could go in there. So I had started with this one. Now these are they're a freebie from G. Kerr in her Facebook group. You need to be a member of the Facebook group to get a hold of these. And then this is one of the pieces from one of her kits. So I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to go ahead and, oh, I've got another glue bottle missing a top. Where do these little tops go? They pop off. I swear they're there one minute and gone the next. And then, you know how these glue bottles are? These are the touchiest glue ever. I just noticed I'm getting really low on this glue too. And it's the time of year when they don't like to ship. But I mean, I live in a place they can ship to. I think they'll ship it here. I don't know. I'm hoping that's going to be okay. I guess we'll give it a shot, right? Just a minute. I just made a mess out of my desk. Goodness. All right, looking for that little top. But you know, if you don't quick find it, oh, gosh, you guys. Let's hope that's not a harbinger of the day. It's been good so far. I mean, I did make another video for Friday. I'm videoing a week ahead. So, and it went really well. And so let's hope this one goes just as well, right? It's probably just because I'm getting it's late, very late in the day, and I don't usually do too many videos late in the day. So it may be that I'm just tired. Normal. Tired. Okay, so this one I don't want to do a ton to. I'll move this off to the side. I'll show you what that's going to be in a minute. And that, we'll just put those off to the side. Put that there. Get a little working space here. So I hope you're all well. Happy, safe, everybody's good. Anything new and exciting going on with you guys? I always ask that because you never know. Sometimes something really exciting happens and you want to share. I don't have anything exciting happening. I was thinking this one kind of would go, I made this right here. I made it into, that was the envelope part. But then when I stuck this card on, I left a pocket, you know, like I usually like to do. So I went like that. But I do see this particular journal has bling. So I want to make sure I cut myself some bling here. I don't really have anything too exciting to share. I'm not sure what my weekend was like as I am filming ahead, but probably the next video you see, which would be like on Wednesday maybe, you will have an answer to that if I had anything fun and exciting happening. It's coming up on my husband's birthday soon, so we might do something that weekend, but you know, we've been pretty quiet around here because of all the stuff going on in the world, so I've been sticking fairly close to home. Except for errands, you know. We've both been just hanging out at the house, and he's working on projects. So in the garage, he just put a nice water heater blanket on the water heater. We always have had one on our water heater to keep our water warm in the morning. Otherwise, you get up and you have ice cold shower, so which does not make me happy. As I told him, Mama's not happy with an ice cold shower in the morning. So I'm really not. So makes me crabby all day. I do not like a cold shower. I love having a juicy ink pad here. So we put one of those on because it's on an outside wall where it lives, and it's the coldest wall in the house, and it just is not maintaining heat overnight. So when you get up to take your morning shower, it's warm at first for a few minutes, but before you can finish your shower, you're suddenly in an ice box, and you're shivering by the time you get out, which doesn't make my muscles happy or me in general. So I told them we always had one on in our other house. We always had them on our water heaters. Every home we've ever lived in, we've had water heater blankets to keep the heat in. And it also takes your PG&E bill or your power bill, we call them PG&E, way down. So, because you're not using as much electricity and power to get your water heater warm. We don't have one of those on-demand water heaters, which I keep trying to talk him into. They're very expensive and difficult to put in. But once you get one, it's on-demand. You immediately have hot water. You save a lot of water. And you always have hot water. Now, I did wrap it across the back on purpose because I thought it would be pretty back there. You could still write on it. It's still a fabulous tag. I do want to kind of do a little... just going to give the whole tag a little aging because this is a more grungy journal. I shouldn't say, I don't know if it's considered grungy. I don't really know what's considered grungy, but it's more of an aged antique looking journal. So I want to make sure that, then I want to add this. So what I might do is maybe, I don't know if I want to move it up or down, maybe down more to the bottom. And then I can do something up here. Put a little lace across the bottom maybe, and then put like a saying or a word or, oh, I know what I might want to put up there. I have some thoughts. Had a thought for this, and then it kind of went away. Like it was there, and then it was gone. I couldn't chase it fast enough. It ran away. All right, so do I want to make another pocket out of this, a little side tuck? You know me, I like to have a lot of pockets. Of course, when you have a lot of pockets, you have to fill a lot of pockets, but why not? You don't have to use it. It's there. If you want it, if you don't want it, it's okay too, right? My philosophy. Tina, Shabby Dabby Doodah, who was one of the very first, I think it was Amity Bloom was my first journal person that I ever saw do journals. And then Tina, she was the first I ever saw do what I just love the most. So I was like, oh my gosh, I got to do this. I love this. This is fabulous. So because of her, I've gone down this crazy path and I love it. So let's add some lace at the bottom. I don't know what kind of lace I want though. I'm looking to see what do I have that isn't too sheer. Most of my laces are pretty slim and trim and sheer, but I don't want it too bulky either. I want it somewhat, I don't want it too, oh, that's really pretty. Let's do that one. That's pretty down there. Well, it's a bit different color. Maybe if I put a little bit of ink on it would be okay. Let's see. That looks like my little kids are out next door all of a sudden. They were not there. They haven't been there at all. Thought, oh, good time. It's quiet in the neighborhood. I'll go ahead and make a video. Law of averages, you know? Law of averages. Oh well. The other day, one of them got to belly laughing so hard he made me laugh. It was cute. He just had the best belly laugh going. I don't know what was going on. I was laying down resting in my room, and they were out in the backyard. I think they were playing. There's two bulldogs out in the backyard with a Great Dane. Yikes. Not together, though. The Great Dane's in a run, a dog run, whereas the bulldogs have the run of the backyard. They're just visiting right now, the bulldogs. And, but they don't get along with the Great Dane, so they cannot be in the same place, because I think the Great Dane would probably eat them for lunch, so he doesn't like other dogs at all. So it could be a little dangerous, I think, if they were all in the same place ever. But anyway, I think that the kid was playing with the bulldog and just was having the best time. What a belly laugh he had. Oh, it was great. I miss those sounds from the days of my kids and well, even when my grandkids were little. But they're all older now. They rarely belly laugh. Well, once in a while, if my husband gets them going. Or their dad, who's very funny, gets them laughing. I want something. Oh, yeah, I thought I had something. Let's see. I have these lovely, yeah, see how big that is? It's either going to be that or it's going to be this. I have to cut this down a bit because it's too big. Do I have a smaller one? This one's a bit smaller. I could leave it mostly intact. Yeah, let's do that. These sure come in handy. I'm glad I did them because there's times it's like, well, a regular word isn't going to be big enough. And so let me get out my tear roller. You know, I'm so fabulous with this thing, right? Okay. Fingers crossed I don't mess this up too badly. I do want to take some of this off the bottom. It's a little... not my strong suit, but I did okay. I wish I had thought to put it on first and then kind of put the doily over it. I don't think I can lift that doily up. Afraid I'll rip it. I mean, I could push it up and then just trim the corners again. Or the edge was the actual book page edge from a very old, this is from a very old book, a vintage book. And then because it was the edge that I, cut off the page, I stamped on it because, that's what I do. I love to save the bits and pieces from the old books. Because we tend to use the middle of the text and leave the sides and the bottom and the top. Normally would go in the garbage, but I save those to stamp on. Alrighty. I'm hoping that did the trick. Yeah, and then I'll just trim the very, 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 very edges. I'm hoping to get this up a little bit. Oh, I'm ripping the heck out of that. We'll see how it goes. Okay. There's the one thing I love about junk journals and journaling, journal making and ephemera making, is being able to use all of the bits and pieces that you have or you collect or that you come across. I rarely throw anything away these days. I mean, just the tiniest of scraps. Sometimes I really have to make myself throw something away. I mean, I'm so bad now. Or good, depends on how you look at it. About recycling paper and envelopes and junk mail, and you could just have thousands of pieces in your craft room if you're not careful. So I'll make sure that's off that edge. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty. Come on, you. Oh, I like it. Okay. Now, this is going to need something, so let me go to one of my little... I want something that looks a bit different, tucked inside. Let me get my little corner rounder out. I love this one because it has that little tiny 1/4 inch, so I think first things first, though, I see a lot of white. I did a terrible job fussy cutting that. My goodness, would I do this with my eyes closed? Must have been napping or... oh dear. Must have been napping when I did that. This is really a wide span for my hand. Oh, gosh. I do feel it when I use it. But, I mean, it's not a hard punch or anything because this is light paper, but my hand doesn't want to go wide enough. Gotta have a good grip. And oh, gosh, I always had super strong hands, but they seem to be getting weaker by the day. I don't know what's up with that. All right, so I'm just going to use this as a little mini... I don't think I'm going to decorate it or anything. I don't even think... I'll look at it, see about a word maybe, but I don't know that it needs too much. I think I just like the idea of having it tucked in there. Yeah, just like that. See, isn't that pretty? That's a pretty tag. I think it's not too anything. I think it's okay. All right, let me... I'm wiggling around in my chair today. I don't know what the deal is. No, I think my back's bothering me a little bit from moving all those boxes a few days ago. Might have strained it a bit. Well, I moved it yesterday, technically, for me. You're seeing this way later, but I think I might have strained it a little bit. I'm not used to lifting things. I'm used to sitting in my chair crafting all day and being a very big lazy bones. All right, I'm going to make sure that's dry. And so what would go? It would go into this pocket, which is pretty wide. And there you go. Now you could punch a little hole or something. Let me go look at my punches, my tag punches, and see if I have one that I think I want to use. I think I want to use the little slot one that you use for lanyards. This is a lanyard punch. At least that's my understanding of it. So let me see. I don't want it that high. I always get this crooked. I don't know how to get it straight. Okay, if I put a piece of ribbon in there, I'm going to have to be careful because that will rip right out. Absolutely will lift and rip out. So what I might do maybe is just put like a little piece of lace or a ribbon, or I'm looking to see what I have that would work for that. Let me see. Oh, I know what would work. Although we're doing the scrunchie, aren't we? I was going to put this pink ribbon in there, but we're kind of doing a grungy style. Let me see. I've got some grungy stuff here. Vintage. I don't like the word grungy. It hurts me to say it. I see grungy when it's like really ripped and torn and using a lot of junk mail and a lot of old papers and a lot of... So I'm going to say, we'll say vintage looking. Vintagey. Very vintage looking. I think we'll say that. Let's call it that. It's grungy vintage. Or vintage grunge. Vintage grunge. Yeah, I like that. If I can get these the same length. When they're all crumpled, it's so hard to gauge what you've got there, you know. Yeah, we'll just do something like that. That looks cute. We can do that. That looks about the way I want it to look. So, alrighty. I think it suits the journal is going very much that way. So, I think it's going to live on this page, so I'll put that there. for now. So that one's done. Yay! Another one down. Woohoo! Okay, so we finished 2 pieces actually there. The next one here, which I have on my, I don't need so many pair. I've got 4 pair of scissors out again. Here we go. Here we go. Lots and lots of goodies. I don't think I need that one. I need my tear roller, so I'll put that back. I am busy just knocking everything over. I want to make a notebook out of this. Now, I saw Angela Kerr made one of these in one of her videos. So what she did was she took a piece of paper. It is 8 1/4 by 8 1/2, and then folded it down however long you need it to be. So I checked my journal page to make sure it would fit, and I turned it down 1.5 inches. So approximately, pretty close to that. What I want to do though, because I could see a lot of white is showing, and as you know, we've been inking and aging up our pages. I'm going to use aging up instead of grungy. Aging up our pages, because I don't think it's really grungy. I mean, it's grungy looking on the edges, but very aged. I'm going to get that done first, because then that takes down some of the gray of the paper. The paper's got quite a bit of gray in it. Now, this is going to be glued on the back, but I'm still going to go ahead because I want to get rid of the white that's on the inside and all that. All right. So now after this, I'm thinking. Think. There we go again. Thinking. So dangerous. Alrighty. So I'm going to get out my little... This thing is slippery. What this becomes is going to be a notebook here, and then it becomes a pocket that you could slide a tag in. So it's a double pocket notebook. Yeah, that's what this is. This is a pocket notebook. So, we don't do anything with this yet till we make the notebook part. But I think I will go ahead. I think it's okay to do this now. If not, I can just cut it back open. And I'm just going to seal the bottom, because we have to have a way to keep the card in there. Alrighty, let's see. I don't think I need this open up here either. At least right there. I'm wondering if I want to keep this open though and make it a bit of a pocket. So let me just think about that for a minute. I won't do anything with that just yet. Let's see. Now I want to make I think I figured I need about 6.5 inches for the notebook. Maybe we'll go 6.5, I think. So wide. I think I can do it using this little one. Let's see. I've got 2 pieces of paper here. Now, if I do 6.5, oh, that's 13 inches. That won't work. Never mind. I had a thought, but it didn't work. Okay, that only goes to 6 on here. Is that long enough? No, it's too short. I definitely need that 1/2 inch. It's so frustrating not to have your paper. I'm going to cut it. What I think, it's probably going to be almost 7 inches. I can always cut it down, but I have to get these cut down to get it, use it. I'm going to say right about there. Is it too long? Oh, just by up barely. Look at that. I was close. I added that little bit of extra and I should have just waited. Okay. Now, how wide do I need this? Let me see. I would say I want to go to 4 3/4 would be our width. Wait a minute. Is this my page? Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm blanking out here. Nope, this way. This way. Okay. Let's go 4 3/4. See if that will work in there. Why does that not work? Oh, because I grabbed the wrong end. Oh, you guys. Your buddy. I don't know what I just did. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to make this 3 1/2 for the width. Yeah. All right. And I'm going to make this 3 1/2. Okay. I want this to be pretty paper because it's not paper you would rip out. It's paper you would leave in. It's I'm not going to keep those. I'm giving myself permission to throw them away. Perfect. Now the question is, how many pieces of paper? 2. Oh, there's only 4. We need to have at least 6 pages in there. So let me see how much we need to cut off of this other one. Make them all the same height and width. That was making me nervous. I don't know if you just saw my head. Hopefully not. I'm a hot mess today. I don't feel like doing my hair. I brush it, but I didn't do anything beyond that. Just making sure, like I said, this has a bit of a side that has some texture, and then the other side's very, very flat. So I want to make sure they're all the same, going the same way. And since that's going to be up under there, and it's not something that, you know, I'm planning on anyone, I'm going to go ahead and get my little Tim Holtz tiny attacher. It's on my other desk. I do not have room for everything on this desk. I try to get as much on here as I can, but I pretty much, whatever I use on a daily basis is what goes on here, and what I don't use on a daily basis doesn't go on here. Because it's long, I'm going to put 4 across there. All right. Now, this would be the time, if you're going to stitch, you would stitch all the way around and then stitch it across here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to stitch today. So there's some days I've been doing more and more stitching, but not today. All right, because I really want to get this journal done, and then I've got to get my winter journal going before we're out of winter and into Valentine's Day. I'm going to try to center this here. Push it up almost to the very top, but not quite. Now you can do two things. You can glue this down on the sides here. And so you can leave it open here as a tuck. And then this also becomes, since I didn't glue this closed, another tuck if I want. So the question is, do I want to do that? Well, this one I'm definitely going to do. But you can have a double tuck. Why not? Because then you can have a little, it has some little cards there. I may do that. So I have some pretty little girls we might want to slide up in there. All right, let me do, now I'm trying to decide if I want to round the corners a little bit, just for a little style. Maybe we could just do the 1/4 inch one. That gave it a little, I kind of want to do the same thing on the bottom. I know I already glued it, but I could always re-glue it if it opens up on me. That was awkward. I'm trying to keep that paper out of there. Let me see. Try that again. And we give that some ink. And we're good to go. Very cute. Okay. The only other thing I would want to do would be to put some lace on here. Could put a word or something. So let me glue this down first. And the way this is glued down, it does not allow, you know, for you to rip a page off. I mean, you could rip it off right here. You just can't rip it off all the way up there. This is how I saw Angela do it, so this is how I'm doing it. Well, she stitched hers, but either way, she did sew straight across. Pretty little notebook, though. But right here, we've left it open so that we can stick a journal card in there. And I made this out of just a 32-pound printer paper. I didn't print this on the presentation paper, which is heavier, which I probably should have to give it more body. I think that would have worked very nicely. I think I took one of the pictures from the ephemera that Tina had, and I made a little tag shape up here. This one does need a little, just a little slot or something. Oh, I know, never mind. I will put a whale tail on there. I just have to punch out something, some cardstock or something to put on the whale tail. So we could do that. All right, lace here, lace. Which lace do I want to use? What lace am I using on this? I want to be kind of consistent in my laces, so kind of looking to see, what am I using? Oh, I've been using some pretty light lace, nothing really heavy duty. So maybe I'll use one of these. No, not that one. Well, that's white. No. Where is my, aha, there it is. It's a little bit heavier lace. Oh no, you guys. I thought all the gardeners already came. Here we go again. Well, I'll close the window in a minute if it gets too loud over here. The Wednesday debacle. Because they're not my gardeners. I don't really know when they come, if they have a set time. We've got ours coming in the morning so that I can film. We told them, hey, you need to be consistent. No popping in here in the middle of the afternoon like the last time they did that. Man, I was mad. I mean, I waited all day for them, and hey, I have a filming schedule, people. So, what did I just do with my little piece that I had tied around that. Oh, throw it off to the side. Bird brain. Bird brain. Okay. I do want to trim this up a bit. It's kind of ragged at the top, which I don't mind. I just feel like that wasn't exactly what I wanted to see right there. Oh, my sleeves are driving me crazy on this sweater. I got too warm. I thought I was, well, it was very cold today. It was just in the 50s, which is cold for California. And it was quite chilled, so I was wearing a sweatshirt. And I thought, oh, I'll switch to a sweater. It's not as heavy as the sweatshirt, but I'm still too warm. I have to tell you, I'm not in love with my Fabri-Tac in winter. It's a lot more finicky than my art glitter glue. My husband wanted to use it on a header in the car. The fabric header was coming down in one of the vehicles, and I told him, well, you know, we can't do it when it's cold. We're gonna have to do it when it's warmer. And if we miss the window, but we can't do it when it's 100 either. So I said, you know, we have to kind of, there's a window for using this stuff. So just trimming off the edges here, keeping it nice and neat on the back side. Oh, I just cut into the envelope. Darn it. Shoot. I'm going to have to glue that closed. Gotta be so careful with this stuff. Okay. Let me use this. I just opened that all the way too. Let me go down. You know, you just breathe a little too hard. Whoopsie. Oopsie. That was an oopsie. That was a big oopsie too. Not something I meant to do. It's dry today. Dry outside. We haven't any rain for a few days. Although I am filming this on a Wednesday, and it was very foggy and cold this morning. It's only been in like the 50s all day. Finally warmed up to about 60. Let's see. I feel like I want something up here. Do I want a butterfly, or do I want a... I don't think I want a picture. I think we have enough roses and roses and roses. I think it's crazy roses. Let's see. What could we use? I have flowers. No, I just said that, right? Oh, there's a rose right there. I don't really... Oh, I kind of like that, as weird as that is. I like that. Okay. Weird, but it will work. One of these Tim Holtz numbers that I stamped onto some scrap paper. Scraps of paper, not scrap paper as in scrapbooking paper, just scraps of paper. I wonder if we could also add a butterfly to that. We could, but I don't know if I like that butterfly. Maybe my favorite little butterfly? Pale pink doesn't go that well with this particular kit. This is a kind of a dark. Let me see what happens if I ink that. I don't like the white core showing on the butterfly. I want it to blend. That and stick a couple little sparkles in the middle. I think it'll be fine. Or, hold on a minute. I don't know how much of me you're seeing here. I do have butterflies here. Let's see what butterflies I have. I've pretty much used my ones that could be used anywhere. I think that's, well, unless I put it on that side. I think that's too big. I just think those are too big. Kinda, I think it's gonna be, I don't think it's gonna be one of these. Although I do love those. Here's one. No, most of those just blend in. I do need something that stands out just a bit. I just feel like I need to have something that's... It's also getting dark in here. It's getting very, very late in the day. I think it's after 4. Okay, so I'm gonna have to use Fabri-Tac on this. Boy, I need to fill my Fabri-Tac bottle. Or it's just, there's plenty of Fabri-Tac in there, it's ridiculous. I got that too high. Can I get it off? Do it quick, 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 quick. I'll have to add some more glue, but. Okay, let me try that again. I had that way too high. There we go. Let me use my, then we could do that little butterfly and a little bling. No, just do that. And that one's done. The only thing is, I feel like, I mean, I know we have enough roses, right? But kind of feel like I want to put, oh, I know what I could use. Maybe. Let me think. I was looking to see if I had any like little pictures left, like that I could stick like a, I do. Let me see how this would look. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll finish that part in just a minute. Ouch, ouch. Got that. Well, that gives me another cool little bit to use. I think I know what I'll do with that. Let me get this glued on there before I lose the darn thing. Then I'll be like, where did that go? The gremlins came to my desk and stole my butterfly. All right. I'll put a little bling in the middle of that. I did a very bad job of cutting that. It does not want to come off. Come on, you little stinker. Goodness gracious, I'll tell you. There are days. All right. Quite a pile of goodies on my desk right now. As usual. As per usual. All right. Now I'm thinking I want her to kind of look like a little, stamp. So let me try this. Oh, I cut that too close. There we go. If you get it too close to the edge, it goes white on you. I love these. These are Fiskars Paper Edge Mini Scallops. I've had these for, I can't even tell you how long. When scrapbooking first started. They're that old. I don't remember if I bought them at the scrapbooking store, Michael's. I think I got them at Michael's in a big old barrel of scissors. They were really hard to get a hold of at the time because they were so popular. They kept selling out, and I finally made it one time. I thought I was in scrapbooking heaven because I had managed to get a hold of a set of them. They were selling out. They were so popular, but a lot of them just worked like junk. Michael's had them for a while. Target had them. Joann's had them, but they were hard to get a hold of. Everybody wanted them. They don't work that great on a heavy, heavy, heavy paper, but they're great for, you know, these little papers. I don't think I've used this little girl on anything, so I think she's perfect for this little corner right here. Oh, isn't she adorable? Oh my gosh, you guys, look how cute that is. Look how cute. Isn't that cute? Let me look up here and see what you're seeing. There she is. Cute, huh? I'm liking my little notebook. Isn't that adorable? And then, hold on a minute, guys. They have pulled out the blower. There we go. I don't know if that'll cut it out. Hopefully YouTube cuts it out for me. I notice how quiet the backgrounds are. YouTube does do that nowadays. So now we have a little tag. This is on a presentation paper, which is a light cardstock. So it's plenty heavy enough to be a tag. I mean, it's not a heavy duty, crazy heavy duty tag, but it's heavy enough, I think, you know. So, oh no, I was just going over to get a punch, and then I realized, no, I said I want to use my whale tail. Let me see if I have, everything I have is just paper, but I guess I could just use, where's that piece of paper I just cut off at the bottom of that? Wouldn't that work? That would work lovely. Let me see if I can find it. You saw me cut that off. I threw it off to the side. Of course I did. What a ding-dong. There. What if I could do a whale tail out of that? Let's see. Hopefully it's wide enough. Yeah, it is. Yay. Just wide enough. Hallelujah. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. And as you know, I'll keep those little scraps for things. Oh, isn't that adorable? I thought I needed like a cardstock, but I really don't. Not for a tab on a light card like this. Well, you guys, this is fun. It's been a really fun day. I'm pretty much done with my projects that I wanted to do today. I'm very excited that I was able to finish up the little tags, the little pocket, this card, and the notepad for my journal. I am making ephemera, and as soon as I get enough, I think, you know, I'm going to go through and try laying everything out and see if I have enough to put it together. If I do, then if you guys want, let me know if you want to see it all like glued in and put together, finished off like Gail does, or whether you just want to see a flip through. Let me know what you think of that on this video. All right, let me see here. Oh yeah, look how adorable that is. Now, is it going to be too tall? Is it going to still fit in there? I have to see before I go gluing that on. Well, I didn't seal it at the top, so it should have no trouble fitting on there. Let's glue this puppy on. And then I think that'll be it for today. We've had a really good creative day. We've made a number of things, gotten to look at some other goodies, you know, that I made. The window dangles that I made. You finally got to see those all done. I'm really happy about those. Those were so fun. I was addicted. I would have made 100. I would have sat and just made them and made them and made them. And I went, no, you can't do that. You have so much else you have to do. So it's like, no, I can't do that. I want to, but I cannot do that. So as much as I would love to sit and make those forever. Although there's going to come a time where I'm not feeling great and I'm going to sit and make them. So, well, there we are. It's so pretty. Nice little journaling card to go inside of the notepad, which will go on one of the pages in the book. I don't know which page yet, but I'll figure it out. See, there we are. Look at that. See, it slides right in just like that. See, isn't she cute? I may add a word right here. I think she's going to need a word. Oh, we got a minute. I'll just see if I have a word. What would we? She's adorable. She's darling. She's cute. So let me pull Jolene's other words here. See if I can find something really quick, because I really need to wrap this up and go. Wonder. That's cute. Wonderful. She's wonderful. Dream, grow. I mean, they all fit. Kind, love, believe, kindness. Well, why don't we just put kind on there? Kind is perfect. I saw a couple of kinds on here, so I have to decide how dark. I want a darker word. Kindness. Let's use this one. Goodness, I'm making a mess, aren't I? Royal, believe, laughter. Well, she's kind of giggling. Nah, we'll leave it at kind. I like kind is good too. Blessed is good too. We could do blessed. Or we could do kind. You know what, I actually, well, let me see how this looks. Ink that up a bit, because I can't tell anything unless I ink it up. I think I would put it right there. Or I can do the kind. But I think this is too wide, so let me cut it down just a hair. I pretty much know right about where I gotta cut it to get it to fit. I think kind, blessed is more, as much as I love that kind, I think that the blessed is much more inspiring there. All right. It sticks out more. Where'd my glue go? Oh. Boy, oh boy. As usual, 14 pairs of scissors on my desk, as many tools. Let's get a little bit of a cleanup before we say goodbye. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming along and having a bit of a play with me today. Hopefully you crafted along with me and made a few fun things for your journals. I'm hoping that you did. I got that on there just a little bit crooked. There we go. Hopefully you've done something fun for your journals today and you are playing along. This is what we did today. We made this and we made this and we made that. These were our projects for the day. So I feel like we had a good amount of play there. We got a few things done. I feel like we're doing well, and we're moving towards getting that journal completed, stuff made for it, and being done, you know. And now, as soon as I find my remote, I can say goodbye. So, if I haven't already, hopefully I didn't accidentally shut you all off. I don't know. I can't see my thing, so. Anyway, you guys, take care. Thanks for coming along and playing. Have a beautiful day. I love you all. I'll see you all very soon. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye, you guys.